By the way, the PBGC to which he was referring, the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, the company, the federal entity that's in charge of picking up pensions after companies bail out on them. Meanwhile, the CEO being cautious, and for good reason, but Fran Tarkenton, well, he's frank as hell, and for this reason. The former football great turned pretty great entrepreneur, I might point out, says that our key industry players are being lectured to by a bunch of Keystone cops, and at least at the White House, not a one of them with any hard, real business experience. Fran, what do you make of this?
It shouldn't surprise us. The signs have been there. Our president never worked in the private sector, never had to meet a payroll. He's a lawyer. His wife's a lawyer. Their best friend, Valerie Jarrett, is a lawyer. Out of the cabinet members in his cabinet, 10 out of 15 are lawyers. 9 out of 15 went to Ivy League schools. They were the empowered ones. These people have never had to meet a payroll. They've never had to go get one more customer. They've never had to run their businesses and hire people and so forth. And our unemployment, what is it now, Neil?
9.7%.
The real unemployment.
So Fran, when these companies come out and say this plan of yours, as many of them did warn even last summer, is going to cost us money. We've crunched the numbers, and taking away some of the things that we've heretofore enjoyed is going to cost us a lot. In the case of AT&T, all the way up to $1 billion. How are they surprised by that? I mean, this was well telegraphed, and these companies weren't hiding that.
Well, I don't know. I just think they were dogged and determined to go and ram through this health care bill, and they did, against the will of the public, the will of the entrepreneurs, the will of the business people in this country. And this morning, I just read an article about an oligarch from Russia, worth $17.5 billion, buying the New York Nets basketball team, financing the big project in Brooklyn. And that's a Russian coming here. We're getting more like Russia, and China used to be, and they're getting more like we are. Is that right?
Well, I don't know what's right about that one, whether the guy's Russian or the fact that he's interested in buying the Nets, but that's a whole separate deal. What I want to get from you, or get a sense of from you, what do you make of the fact that some of the big guns who signed this and said that, look, this isn't adding up, are being corralled to Congress next month? And a lot of them have to bring a lot of stuff with them, Fran. They have to bring full emails and accompanying documentation. I mean, it's a dress down. What do you make of that?
Oh, it's Big Daddy government saying, I'm going to be more in control on you, and I'm going to make you fearful of me even more. I'm going to put up more roadblocks and more obstacles for your growth, and it makes it more difficult. It is intimidating for those big companies. Think about people like me and the millions of entrepreneurs who are getting the fallout from all of this. They're scared to death, and that means when they're scared to death, they don't hire people, they don't expand, they cut their costs because they don't know where this is going to end up.
All right, Fran Tarkenton, it's nice to see you've done something with your life since your great football days. But seriously, Fran, always a pleasure. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Neil.
The Hall of Famer, very savvy businessman, too, in his own right. Fran Tarkenton, well, I can't